Nobita smells a delicious aroma coming from the closet. He tries to open it but Doraemon stops him. Nobita immediately thinks he is hiding snacks inside. During their struggle, a bright light appears. The closet door slowly opens. A woman in white appears holding a red bean bun. She gives it to Doraemon as thanks for saving her life. Then she transforms into a white crane and flies away. Doraemon says it is a new trial gadget based on the legend of the grateful white crane. Opening the box releases a white crane robot. It will soon encounter trouble. All they need to do is help it escape. Then wait patiently at home until they hear a knock. The white crane robot will turn into a woman and repay them by asking to stay overnight. She can create anything they want. Nobita asks for a cake. The woman hopes he will not peek during the process, but that only makes Nobita more curious. He opens the door and sees the crane robot's true form. Once discovered, it will not grant any wishes. Watching it fly away, Nobita now understands the whole process. He is confident he will succeed next time, so they release the robot again. They quickly rescue it from a wire fence, then return home and wait for the knock. Unfortunately, this time it is Tamako who opens the door. She immediately refuses the robot's request to stay. Since it does not follow the story, they have to start over. The two repeat the same plan and release the robot again. They even sit in front of the door waiting. They open the door and welcome the robot inside. Nobita thinks it can make anything, so he asks for the latest game console. Nobita remembers the crane in the story made a robe from feathers, but how can it make a modern device like a game console? He almost opens the door again. Luckily, Doraemon reminds him in time, but then Nobita's father hurriedly walks in, saying he needs his fishing rod to go fishing. He quickly pulls open the closet. The crane's creation process is seen and it flies away again. Nobita's father realizes the fishing rod should not be in his room. Doraemon explains that more valuable items take longer to create. The complicated process has to start all over again. This time the crane is caught by John. Without rescuing it, they cannot continue. Nobita has no choice but to ask John to let go, but both of them end up getting beaten up. They wait for the crane while dealing with the pain. Everything finally reaches the final stage. Nobita says he absolutely will not open the door. Suddenly a voice comes from the closet. The crane says it is not good at making such complicated things. Nobita instinctively wants to open the door. Luckily, Doraemon stops him immediately. He realizes it is trying to distract him. The noises inside become louder and louder, but he grits his teeth and does not open the door. Unexpectedly, Sunio and Shizuka come looking for him. They want the telescope and books they lent Nobita back. Sunio impatiently decides to search by himself. Nobita tries to stand up, but Shizuka holds him back. Doraemon has to step in and help Nobita escape, but he still cannot stop Sunio from opening the door. The crane is interrupted again and immediately flies away. The repeated failures leave Nobita exhausted and unwilling to continue. Instead, Sunio and Shizuka become very interested. Nobita believes they will fail too. Doraemon even uses a mini satellite to check the situation, but Shizuka easily gets a stuffed toy. Nobita is shocked that it was so easy. Doraemon explains stuffed toys are much simpler than game consoles. Seeing this, Sunio cannot wait to bring the robot home. The crane keeps making noises inside the cabinet, but he cannot hear anything because he is wearing headphones. Soon the remote control plane is completed too. This reignites Nobita's motivation. He releases the crane again and rescues it, but while waiting, Doraemon is called away. Nobita has to complete the remaining steps alone. To be safe, he even locks the door with a nail and covers his ears like Sunio did. The game console is finally completed successfully, but the crane is trapped inside and cannot get out. That still counts as breaking the story. It seems Nobita's game console is impossible after all.